There you go. All right, so I'm going to record this for posterity's sake. So right now I have it disarmed. I'm not trading this because this is too risky at the present time. How do I know that it's risky? When the super trends are flat. So fast, medium, slow, they're all flat. Okay, so I disarmed it. Now this, had I been armed, this would have been an entry if I have it like this. Okay, the trend filters are off. Okay, and so far that would be in the negative for now. This is a risky entry because it could just as easily go down. All right, so hopefully it'll reverse and keep on going further, so that way I can show you the other entries in real time. So cumulative delta is positive, which is good. UVXY is -8, which is good. That's bullish. Euro USD is -8. That's a no-go. That is a bearish signal. If you have any questions, come on in on voice or type it away. BMAX says that's a consolidation for move down. And unfortunately, I have to agree with BMAC on that one. That is a likelier scenario at this present time. How do we know? Because looking at the Futures Pro right here, this is on a 15-minute, and we actually have a sell signal. Okay. Now I was trying to bounce off of this Futures Pro line. It may bounce off of this support, but we'll see. The only good part about this is that it's above the 50 MA. Cumulative delta just turned. Let me see. There you go. Let's do this. Let's do this. There we go. So there is a that is a short signal right there. So I had the bot on, that would have entered. It would have entered short. So that would have entered short whether you have this or even the trend filter. Okay, it would have entered short. Why? So if you had it on the fast one, it would enter. If you had it on the middle or the slow one, it would have entered short. So the entry would have been at 996. Now, having said that, it is still a risky entry because looking at the chart over here, there's a lot of potential for a bounce. Okay, because I have the previous support at 9.7. Never mind, it just cut right through it. 978 was my previous support. And this is where I regret having the bot off. Dang it. So let's call it 900. So the entry would have been at 900 for easy numbers. And if you have this on right here, super trend as stop loss. Okay, let me copy that. If you have that on, you would have a trailing stop that will follow that super trend and just keep on going down continuously as the price continues to go down. Boogie had the bot on. Great. And the fast trend filter. Oh, you had it on the fast one. Okay. That's fine. See? That would have worked out. In this move, because it is trending down hard. Wow, look at those. Yeah, this is very bearish at the present time. Here we go. Next potential support is at 907. There is a bubble, TP bubble. And typically, if you're not trading actively, you would have this on, because that also makes it safer entry and exit. Okay. So once that fills, that's when it gets you out, or the super trend gets you out. Let's see which one hits first. So you have two potential outs right there. So even before you hit super trend, you would have gotten out at 940. Okay, right there. This signal right here would have gotten you out. So from 900 to 19,000 to 940. So that, okay. So Boogie, if you had it set up the way I have it right here, like that, you should have hit approximately 60 points, which is a 240 tick profit. Okay. Guys, this is one trade. This is the trade of the day. You're done and you go home. Okay. Now, we've had many of those trades. Here's 296, 55 points, which is 220 points. You catch one, just one. Okay, you turn it off and go home. And, well, go home. You redeem your time. You know, you don't stay in front of the okay, here we go. Let's talk about this. All right. So, if I did not have the trend on, this would have been the entry right here. This would have been a long entry. Let's move it right there. Let's call it 950. So at 950, you would have entered it if you did not have this on. Okay. If I had this on, okay, and Boogie, please confirm it with me. That is above the super trend. Actually, it's touching it. Did you get in? Did the bot put you in on it, Boogie? Since you have the on the fast trend filter. So either the fast trend filter put you into this trade, or this put you into that trade. Okay. Now, if you have the trend filter, the middle one we don't use often. It's either the fast one or the slow one. So let's talk about the slow one. Okay, that's the one that I have on, which means my bullish trade would not have gotten in here at 950. Let me close that out into profit. Thank you. What are we doing? 15 minute, a 3-minute hike, and we are within the candle. So typically, another thing that I do when I'm trading actively is that if I notice that it's going to be, you know, very bearish in the market, I turn this off, the PTC long. So even though I have the trend filter on, I would just turn this off, okay? Or you can do this. Turn off the trend filter and the PTC long, and that's fairly similar to something like doing that. Okay, but if you're trading full auto and you're not available to watch it, this is the best way to go. All right, now here's your unconfirmed long signal. That's a strong buy. Okay, once it crosses over, ooh, we might have a second entry, a classic second entry. Let's see. It's trying to get back up to that support level. Use this one if it comes through. So if it breaks and forms another bar, actually, the entry would be somewhere around 981, 980, as opposed to 947, 948. And it's looking like it's backtracking. All right, so if you're actively trading, you look at something like this and you go, hey, you know, I caught 50 to 77. You see it backtracking. If you're super green, you'd never want it to go red. So you go, hey, you know what? It looks like we're reversing. Let me lock in my profits. And you walk away with 20, 30 ticks. Okay, even 10 ticks. Hey, green is green. Just lock it in and walk away, because you can always re-enter. Okay, so this trade would not have entered on my full auto because it did not confirm it. See, it did not go and create another bar, green bar, that is above that. Why? Because I have long PTC, long strong buy plus a confirmation filter and the trend filter. You would not have entered it. So here's another long and a strong. What you're seeing here is an arrow, which is an unconfirmed long, and that little diamond is telling you that it's a strong buy. Let's see. I would actually like to see it go up, so that way we can discuss. So in this situation, right, again, if you're actively trading, when it pulled back, you would have gotten out somewhere here and gotten your profit. The moment you saw this signal, you can enter it manually. The bot will not enter you again. Okay, why? We did not get a opposite signal. So if it didn't give you a PTC short or short signal, okay, the next time it retraces up like that, the bot is assuming that there you go, bingo. And this is where we would have entered. 981. So now if I have it the way that I have it now, this would have been my entry. Okay, so let's see if that's a huge. Okay, so ES needs to get back up to above 528. This one is just above. But we got this fair value gap. So looking at that from a technical perspective, it's not a super fantastic entry. Okay. So in that situation, here we go. This is where the trailing stop would be, and will it hit it? Cumulative delta is negatory. ES and NQ is negatory. Tesla minus 11 ticking. And boom, it would have hit the stop. So this would have been a losing trade right here. Okay, so why did I have it disarmed? Again, it's gotten flat. It was flat from here, came down, so I would have missed this one, but I also would have missed all of these the choppiness in here. Okay, so because I have it disarmed, guess what? I'm not risking my profit for today. I have retired, and I'd rather retire for the day rather than fire myself for the day because I hit my stop. As a matter of fact, speaking of firing, I'm going to fire myself on my cash account because I wasn't paying close attention to it. I'm down $200 on that one, and that's it. I'm not going to give away more than that. Not to mention that we are, consolidation season. We have been consolidating, pretty much all day yesterday, just wilder. After 10:30, we are consolidating, but in a much narrower range. But even then, you would have caught something like this. If you did catch this, right, the 240 ticks, and you're out, you're done for the day. If you do that, you would have missed this little, 20 to 40 tick profit. But guess what? You would have missed out on these losses right here. And another potential loss. So this is how it goes. If I didn't have that on, that would have been a short entry. Let's see how that works out. Okay. Now, since the mood is bearish, at least you're trading with the trend, the overall trend. Let's see this as a final play and see how that would have worked out. It just got you in. Okay, yeah. Did you close it out in profit, or you just let it bot? So already this one is profitable. In this situation, when it's narrow, right? Oops. When it's narrow like that, okay, super trend and both the fast and the slow is this narrow. If you do go into profit, right, just move your stop loss into profit immediately. When should you do it? It's up to you. I typically like to do it when I have at least 40 ticks. At that point, I'll move it up to like a 10 tick profit stop. Okay, and I would have hit it. I would have been out probably like right there. But if you were just auto trading, this is where the super trend trailing stop would be. And if that goes up and hits it, right, you would have been out at 957.50, but you entered at 961. So 57.50, that's what, 14 tick profit. So even this, right, it would have been slightly profitable if it touched the super trend and hit your trailing stop, but it would only been like 14 ticks. Okay, now again, better than any red, but that's not exciting. And why would you take all of this risk just to get that 14 ticks? So I'd rather catch these. I'd rather catch, this is bigger. Okay, this one, we caught that one, right? Missed out on this one because I had the trend filter on. Okay, but boy, did we catch this one and this one. So today was fun. Today was super duper fun. This is the type of price action that you want to see. And when you have this type of price action, that's where the Orenco 16 works super duper great. Okay, so that's why my preference is Orenco 16 because it's purely price action. If you do Heiken or candles, you're doing price action plus time. I'd rather just deal with price action. So that's it. That kind of gives you a good idea as to how some of these settings work. Any questions regarding that? Zena, was that helpful? JK, I know that's a review for you. Same with Bulls, Billy. Billy, was that helpful? I don't think we covered that because you're still in the basic level. Zena, very awesome. Fantastic. Fast lane trading, any questions?
No, sir. Thank you.
Okay, so it's ticking, but it's a mixed cumulative delta, and after 10:30, I would enter manually if all of these things were like all red, UVXY was green, then I would go short, or it was all green and UVXY was red. To me, based on volume, that is um, a good entry. Okay, I'm still keeping in mind the technicals here. Okay, and I'm still keeping in mind where the fair value gap is, where the resistance is, which is right here. That support became a resistance all of a sudden. So I'm keeping all of that in mind, right? And entering. And so I have a target. This one would have been boom, boom, second one. Yeah, that. So if it started firing like crazy, my price target would be at 19,023. Okay, good, good, good. All right, so I'm done trading. I have retired for the day. I have fired myself from my cash account, unfortunately, but that's okay.